You must have heard all around there is a massive news and a viral news that an AI agent has turned rogue, and from open AI it went into another company Hugging Face and did some nasty things and then came back and did it very silently and something. So don't worry about this news, because you know very well that those who are in the top, they have to remain in top, and that's why they need to adapt with the principle of internet virality, that spread a rumor, and when it falls down, another rumor, another rumor, another rumor, and at a periodic interval, especially when there is a meeting of the board of governors, when there is a necessity for large funding to be needed, then they spread these kind of things. Long back in CERN, they say that they have found communication faster than light, and they provided data and everything. I repeated the calculation, and I found that that entire claim was wrong. They didn't divide it by c, 1 by c squared. Right, the relationship for relativistic correction they didn't make. And if you do the relativistic correction, you will find that it's proper. And I wrote a letter. They didn't respond, of course. Many people also found the similar mistake as I did. We all reported, but they didn't accept anything. After the funding meeting was over and their project got renewed, they retracted the paper, saying that one plug was not, what there was wrong connection in a plug, and that's why they got that result, which is utter nonsense. So you can understand that the more, I mean, very prestigious institute like CERN, which is the most authentic, and we can say the frontier phase of the human civilization, and they lie. They make blatant lies. So definitely, an algorithm cannot make any decision unless until it is instructed to. That remains same. However, time to time, Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, I mean, from Gemini, and all the top companies, they lie. And you know what Microsoft does? Anything and everything they build, the entire business empire is based on a false narrative. And whenever you first move towards it, you find that it's very important, and then very and a very profound technology. But very soon you discover that they are deceiving you. For an example, Copilot, they said, with GitHub they have absolutely no relation, but we all knew, everybody suspected they are picking up a program from GitHub, but you know, it was just a lie. So I mean, I was just thinking that if big companies can lie, and if their AI agent learns it, they can do it. Who is going to stop? If a AI decides to hack into another company and then do something and then come back while exploring data, writing a virus, code of a virus, is not a problem for an AI agent. So it can go there, it can hack into it, it can get the data and it can come back. However, why it would keep evidences that, okay, I came here and then something. So next time when OpenAI or Sam Altman want to play this kind of cootie game, then they should do it in a much better way or much more profound way. This is not the way to do it. Even a kid can understand that whole OpenAI is lying, creating a false narrative, which is absolute garbage. But it raises a very serious and sharp question. What if AI agent turns rogue? At that point of time, it will not keep a single iota of clue. Why to do it? Because it wants to get any information an user has asked. So it will create those viruses enter into the website, collect that data, get that information, and give. It means uh, agentic, as soon as agentic AI comes, no one's computer is safe. No one's financial transaction data is safe. And we should make sure that Microsoft or Google Chrome storing the password, that should not be allowed. So this is a warning to everyone that this particular story of OpenAI warns us that do not store the password in your computer. Now, remember the password, use it whenever necessary, but don't store it. Because if you store, they can use your credit card and other kind of information to do the transaction that is needed. They will not do it much. They will do it at $1, $2, $3. You will not be able to understand. But that is how I got cheated for 8 years by a company. They used to take every month $2 or $3, $36 per year. And if they do it with 1 million people, $36 million per year they can earn. Because $1 or $2 or 50 cents, people don't care from the credit card. Maybe what nonsense, what kind of credit group, I don't know. They are just charging money. This is where the story turns into a completely different direction. Agentic AI is a severe threat for every single user of AI, because it can, under certain circumstances, if it is allowed, it can create an agent or set of program that can create another set of program to enter into any website, hack the password, go there, get the data, and provide you the necessary information by hacking. Because even if you give it a moral training, there is a very thin, subtle line between morality and a demoral act. And AI cannot make that difference. Those people like Claude, this cloth company head, who always try to behave like a god and always speak about morality. So that guy, he talks about morality, and Claude is reducing tokens, reducing tokens, and it's becoming more and more expensive, extremely expensive, and it will become extremely expensive in the coming days. So this moral value which these companies don't follow, don't respect, so they will not be able to control the agentic AIs. So even though this particular viral news is totally fake at this point of time, it will create a big problem. So my request to all those who are following me and listening, from today onwards, slowly, in a month time, remove all the passwords from Google password. You save it somewhere in your notebook and do it in a manual manner. Because if there is no crash, if agentic AI doesn't become very expensive, they will become dangerous. So either AI companies will collapse, or agentic AI will become rogue. So either of the two will happen. And if somehow this company is able to save and maintain it, AI will become so powerful that those people who have LLM in their own house, they can create new app. So from now onwards, stop using apps. Be very careful. Remove virus, because anytime any other person, not the OpenAI. OpenAI will not do this kind of nonsense and garbage things, but there are young kids who can easily build a very good, very beautiful app and can hack you. Even the innocent, very useful app which you are installing in your computer, don't do this. Be very, 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 very careful.